Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek. I am Penge and welcome back to the Planet Zoo beta and of course welcome back to the lovely zoo. And we're currently looking down on the lovely zoo from what is at present the highest point of our zoo. So we are just here, we're on top of this slightly unnecessarily pointy bit of staircase that leads to the top level of the vertical zoo bit, also known as the Great Animal Habitat Car Park. And that's what we built last time. We constructed this last time more of a sort of a proof of concept, more than wanting to actually get something amazing and fabulous looking. I just wanted to see whether we could actually build such a structure, and yes we can. And you know what? It actually seems to be working. Now it's taken quite a long time to get people up here to the roof, if you like. This is where the zebras are. This has got to be the big draw for this, because the zebras have got to be a very, very big crowd-pleasing animal. So hopefully people are coming all the way up to the top to go and have a look at the zebras. Although the only people that really are here are some annoying protester people. Security. We have a couple of security people. Can we possibly, maybe just engineer these people to maybe slip over these small barriers? I mean, would it be that bad if these annoying people were to very quickly make their way to the ground in, a nice vertical way? I'm going downwards, obviously. I don't think that would be too bad, security. So there we go. Maybe security could arrange that. Get rid of the annoying protesting people because, they're ruining it for everyone else. But people are coming up here. I'm very impressed. Oh, good. I mean, it is a bit of a trek. It's a bit of a trek. No donations at all from people coming to see the zebras. So, maybe people aren't too impressed with having to walk all that way, but never mind. But yes, we put this in. It was more to see if it works, and it does work. I mean, it's probably not the most practical of things, but it works. So this is going to be the last part of our look at Planet Zoo in the beta, because the beta is finishing. It is ending, and we're not going to be able to play with this again until I believe November the 5th, when the full game is then released. So I've got a couple of things I want to try. So some people have suggested some things in the comments on the previous videos. So I want to have a little go at something that's been suggested. And then we are going to do something with the staff buildings. At long last, I think it's time we just decor these up in just some sort of lovely, nice way. Maybe we won't do every single building, because I could be here for a heck of a long time, because there are all sorts of different buildings. There's the staff buildings, there's the food buildings, there's the little information building thing, there's all the keeper huts and all that lot. But I just like to get one sort of themed up and get an idea of what the park could look like. But then, once that's done, we shall have to say goodbye to this place, because this place will not exist. This place will be annihilated from existence, because these games, the saves that we've got now, don't carry over to the full version of the game. So we will say goodbye to the lovely zoo, and it's many, many wonderful features. But let's get on with a couple of things that were suggested in the comments before we then go and try, anyway, and make some of our buildings look slightly less ugly. Okay, so I've run time on until the morning, so we've got some daylight, because daylight would be useful in the things that I am going to attempt. So yeah, these came from comments on previous videos. So let's just pause this for now. So somebody did say, how deep a hole can you dig? How far can we put a habitat possibly underneath the ground level? I do not know. Let's find that out. Let's just have a little look and just see how deep we can dig. So let's just try and push this. And you know what? Let's dig a great big hole. Let's dig it here maybe, because I've got an idea for something that I'd like to put just here. So let's see if we can dig a great big hole. I don't know, just here perhaps. That'll do. So let's see, how deep a hole can we dig? Like, does it go down and down forever? Okay, right. It does seem to it does seem to be quite a deep hole. Now, can you just keep digging forever and ever, or does it stop? I suspect it might stop. The thing is, I can't see because it's just too dark. I don't know. But I am paying money there. No, look, it is going down. It is decreasing. I must be digging something. Oh my goodness me. Oh, now this is intriguing. This is indeed intriguing. I've dug a great big hole, but I can't see how deep the hole goes. How deep does the rabbit hole go? Let's have a little look. Yeah, it looks like you can build gigantic, very deep holes. I mean, unnecessarily deep, I would say. Do you need a zoo to have this deep a hole dug? I mean, surely just a certain level under the ground would do. But no, Look at that. You can go quite deep into this hole. Right, hang on. Can I dig any more into this hole? Like, can I go down any more? Okay, yes, I can. So, right, I'm still going downwards. So I'm still going down. I'm still going... This is very silly. Right, hang on. So now if I just point downwards, can I just... Oh my word. You can just... Okay, yeah, you can dig very, very deep. I mean, I'm spending quite a lot of money doing this. I'm spending $1,000, possibly. Let's get it up to 1,000. There we go. $1,000 on digging a hole. So that's me looking up. Now, I'm going to try and go downwards a bit more. No, that's up, isn't it? Right, down a bit more. You can just dig some sort of horrific cavern system if you so wish. Oh, now this is... If you've got claustrophobia or if you don't like the idea of, like, caving or something, then, yeah, this probably isn't for you. But we are quite deep under the ground right now. We are ludicrously deep under the ground. And the only light we've got is that sunlight. This is why I did this in the day. I didn't think we'd quite get this deep, if I'm completely honest. Okay, so can we dig a bit more downwards? This is very, very silly indeed. I'm amazed that it lets you do this. So I wonder how deep, how deep a hole can you dig? I mean, we've got 46 grand. We've got quite a bit of money to play with. I mean, I could just sit. I mean, the only thing is I can't see where I'm digging now. I could just be digging into all sorts of weird and wonderful shapes because I can't see. I don't know what I'm digging into. Okay, well, let's just... The money seems to be moving a bit slower there. Okay, right. Tilt the camera back up. Oh, dearie me. This is all sorts of uncomfortable. Okay, yep. So then we just dig down. So we just drop down further into the ground. I think it's safe to say, whoever left the comment, yes, you can dig quite deep into the ground. You can dig a very long way. So if I try and now raise up, so I'm going upwards, I am actually moving. Yeah, there you go. We've got a little bit of perspective on the sides of this tunnel now. So I am raising the camera up as much as I can do. There's a nice bit of lens flare going on there. That's a nice bit of lens flare. And then we just keep going. Oh my goodness. And then out into the blinding, probably quite welcome daylight. Yeah, you can build big holes in this. You can dig a gigantic, very stupidly deep hole. Now, let's hope we never have a health and safety inspection, because that thing is going to be quite dangerous. I mean, if you want to make caves and stuff, I guess you could. I guess you could dig underground and build yourself a little habitat under the ground for something that's not so bothered about light. Now, I don't know what that would be. I know most zoo animals are going to want to live outside, unless you have, like the Nile monitor things, the little lizards. Are they so bothered about daylight? I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. But if you wanted to, you could dig out a very elaborate cave system underneath your entire zoo if you wanted, if you so wished, and of course if you're not claustrophobic. So yeah, right, so there we go. That's one thing that was suggested. So there you go. Yes, you can dig a very, 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 very deep hole. The only problem is trying to figure out exactly where you are, because there's no light down there. So it's very, very tricky to see where you are. But there you go. So yes, you can dig a big hole. And the other thing that people have said in the comments is an absolute total reversal of that. Some people have said, how high can you build in Planet Zoo? I don't know. Let's find out. So there we go. We've dug a big hole. So now I think we just want to do this. So we're looking down, I think, as much as we can. We are looking down, pointing toward the floor. That's kind of in the middle of the screen. And I've got the raise tool, so pull. So I'm going to pull the ground toward me. So let's just sort of click like that. And then just make a great big towery thing. Now, how high can we build a tower? I really don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, it seems to be building it quite... It looks like it's in a straight line. It looks like it's building it in a straight line. Ah, right. So it's got to about there. That's quite... Okay, right. I mean, it's... Yes, okay. It's a big tower. Let's just leave it at that. So, okay. So there's a big tower. So can we build more, or did that just stop? Or is that as high as we can build? Like if we zoomed out to there and then said, all right, add on to the great big, slightly dubious looking tower. Can we build it? It can't come up this high, because that would be ridiculous. Look how far away the zoo is. But it seems to be quite happy with us building a gigantic... Ah, right. Okay, so it stopped again. Okay, can we... It just sort of stops for it now. That might be going a little bit wonkaloids. We might be having a slightly wonky tower going on now. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Okay, right. it's sort of plateauing out by the look of it. Yeah, there you go. Maybe that is as high as it can go. Is that level? Is that flat? Hang on one moment there. Oh, this could be marvelous. Is that flat? Yes. That is perfectly flat. So this, this for some reason must be as high as you can build. Which, I mean, that's marvelous. That's very, very high up. That's ludicrously high up. So down there, gigantic, terrifying hole with this weird shaped thing built on it. Okay, so can we flatten that out? So yeah, so flatten to surface. So we could, hang on. Let's just, can we put a habitat up here? Can we just build something up here? Because it looks like we can. In theory, we could. I mean, we've got some animals to choose from. Hang on, right? Let's come out of that. Let's go and have a look at what animals we've got. So go into animal trading. Go into our animal storage because we still do have some. Now the wolves. The wolves. Is it worth getting the wolves? What else can we get? Let me go to the animal market. Now again, in beta, this is still a little bit. This is a little bit fussy. This animal market here right now. I imagine this is something that's going to be improved for the full version. It's a little bit sort of broken right now. So let me just have a look and see what animals we can buy, or whether we just put the wolves up there. But I'd like kind of a more exciting centerpiece animal to go up here. This could be very, very silly. Right, hang on. Let's see what there is available. No, unfortunately, I don't think there are any sort of what I would think of as superstar animals. So, you know, the big draws, so the lions and the tigers and the elephants and that kind of stuff. We've not got any of those available to buy with good old cash. There's a few interesting things. So there's some Indian peafowls. They're probably quite pretty. What I think we'll do, though, is we shall get ourselves a couple more wolves and we'll just chuck the wolves on the top. That will do the job. So let's just adopt that if we can. Yes, it's been moved to the trade centre and we've got that one as well. So we should have ourselves 4 wolves now, I think. And that's good because wolves like being in a pack and all that kind of stuff. So, right, so we've got wolves, which is good. They needed a bit of space. Let's see if we can build a habitat up here. So what I need to do first is, this is very silly. Right, let's just see if we can level this out. Now, what I don't know is, can we build on top of here? So the first thing we need to do is build a big space because the wolves required a lot of room. So let's just go through and just widen this thing out a bit. I think that, I'd hope that'd be fine. We are going to put another bit of path on here for like a little keeper hut type thing and power station-y type thing as well, generator, because they're not going to be able to get access to power. They're going to have to run some very long extension cables up here, very long extension leads. Okay, so that looks about right. I like that. Can we build a habitat, a barrier on here? Now, it's wolves. I suspect we might need some brick for that. It looks like we can. Oh, this is very exciting. Okay, so let's just have it on. Can we have it on all 4 sides? Can we have a path going round the side? Okay, right. We might need to, if we want the path going around the side, we might need to make that a little bit bigger. Let's just make this whole ludicrous sky platform ever so slightly larger. There we go. So what we'll do is we'll build the habitat in the middle. So we'll get the barriers done and then we'll put the animals in. And I'm not going to be too fussy about the habitat. It's not about designing the best habitat for the wolves because this place is going to be annihilated because it's the end of the beta. So I'll just put something in and then I just want to see if we can get a path up this high and just see if anybody bothers to come all the way up here to see these wolves or not. I do not know. So let's just get ourselves a nice habitat in place. Let's make the length of that a bit longer. Yeah, this is quite big actually. This is a huge place. So yeah, okay. Maybe we can make those a bit longer. Yeah, these are 20-meter sections. Hang on. This place is enormous. Okay, yeah, this okay, right, it's quite big. It's quite big. Do you know what? That's fine. I'm absolutely content with that. It's good. It's a nice big space. Wolves like a lot of room. Let's come out of that then. No. Move you. Oh, it's all gone wrong. Hang on. Edit undo. There we go. Right. So let's just build some nice walls around the place. So let's get the habitat in. I mean, the habitat is going to be enormous. It's going to be huge, but that's fine. Wolves need a lot of room. They need a lot of room to roam and exert their, dominance and wolf pack and all that kind of stuff. So, well, yeah, let's do this. So bring that round. Yeah, just clip it into place there. Right, select a few bits of wall, whatever. Select you. Yeah, edit that. So bring that round to say there maybe. That could be glass. Right, where are people going to come up actually? Where are people going to come up? Where is the path going to go? That is that is ridiculous. Okay, right. So where can the path go? I mean, could we get the path going up from here? Not really. That it's kind of gone over where the edge of the path might be. How about let's get ourselves a path that goes out. No, that's a queue. Path sort of from here. That's a very thin path. Let's make it 4 wide. So a path from there. So from here, and then it can just sort of come out like this. Oh no, that's not width. That was length. Hang on. No. Wider path. 8 meters. Huge, massive path. There we go. That's what we want. So a big path coming out like this, past the maybe we can get people to look into the terrifying hole, and then like, is that enough over the edge? I don't think it is. I think we need to go to about here and then start sort of just raising up a bit. Now this is going to be all sorts of horrendous, isn't it? So I need to spiral. This is going to be a horrible thing, and will it even allow us to build a path at these trajectories? I do not know. It seems to be happy so far. It's putting little stilts underneath it. Putting little stilt legs. Okay, I mean, this is looking all sorts of terrible. Let's try and keep it roughly the same. So, yeah, it's more or less the same sort of loop. Oh, yeah, okay. We can see where it's going. We can see the target. So, it's a very, very long path. Don't come up here if you've got any kind of issues with heights. Also, I think we might be underneath the structure of the thing. We might be just underneath it. Oh no! There's sunlight. There's sunlight on the path. Okay, right. More wibbly path. Okay, now. Where are we in relation to the thing? I think we might be okay. We've massively gone over it. Do you know what? We'll have that for now. Now, how does that look? That looks terrible. Right, hang on. Let's just undo that to there, look. And then we can just connect that to there and that to... Oh, that's gone a bit shorter. Bring that up like that. And then like... it doesn't quite snap right, does it? Hang on. So that like that and then down. There we go. Marvellous. Okay. Right then. Okay, what we might need to do is actually undo that bit for now. So leave that bit there, and then we want to go round the edge of the habitat. So snap to, there's a snap alongside barriers. Yeah, there we go. So snap alongside the barriers. Absolutely. Oh, I thought it was going to break then. I don't think it's very happy. Oh, no, it is happy. It's fine. Right, let's go around this habitat. There we go, and it's connected up with the spirally path of doom. That, I like that. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with this at all. This is entirely safe. Health and safety are delighted with this addition. Oh my goodness me, that's just terrifying. This is a horrible looking thing. It's got an awful lot of support struts on it. Okay, so now we just need to make this place nice. Again, I'm not going to be too fussy about this. I'm just going to sort of let it... I want to prove a point rather than anything else, just to see if we can build a place that's up in the clouds almost. So pop a viewing thing just there. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll pop another viewing thing on this side as well. So we'll have a bit there, maybe that goes round to say there, and just there. There we go. So make that nice and that one. Hang on. And that one. Make that sort of like a viewing thingamabob. Then we want to get them all. So, yeah, we zoom around the edge, grab everything, because they're wolves. They can probably jump a bit. Might be a bit jumpy. So, make it, hang on, what? 1 meter high. It goes from, hang on, that's not how numbers work. It doesn't go 385 up to 1. What's going on there? 3. Okay, something weird's going on with heights there. But there we go. That'll do. It's fine. So we've raised that up. That is marvellous. Right, and then we just need to drop the wolves in. And then when somebody eventually... Oh, do you know what we do need to do? We need to put in some facilities up here, because people are not going to be happy coming all the way up here. So let's just grab Where is it? One of them. So yeah, keep her. And I'm not even that bothered about hiding it from the people. I'll just put it one can go just there, and we'll have a power generator thing as well, which I know will look ugly, but it's fine because this is the end of the beta, so it's all good. So the power generator thing can go just there to provide some power for everything. Okay, so now let's get the animals in from our animal center, and then we can see what kind of habitat the wolves will be happy to live in. No, of course, we need a door first. We need a door. So yeah, I forgot this last time as well. It's not a valid habitat until there's a door. Hooray! Now we've got a little door in there. Can we put animals in here? Or is this too high up? Are we not allowed to put animals this high up? No, we can. Absolutely. Right, there we go. Marvellous. We can have our lovely sky wolves. So yeah, let's just drop some of these in. I like how there is an inspector arriving in 8 months. Inspector who's going to arrive in 8 months, prepare for a shock. Okay, there are people running up the path. I can only assume they're bringing the stuff. And also, the inspector is now arriving in 2 months. It's taken several months for these people to retrieve the animals and walk up the spirally stairs. So yeah, it's taken quite a long time for them, but in they come, and let's have a look. Da-da! Wolves are in, and the inspector is arriving in 5 months. So there you go, look. Some beautiful wolves. This is the rare Siberian two-headed wolf. This is a very rare breed indeed that we're lucky to have here at the lovely zoo. Or there's some weird model clipping going on. Can you two please move? One of you, stop it with your weird two-headedness. Desist this. So somebody... Oh, fine. It's okay, fine. You can be weird and creepy and sort of Chernobyl-y. It's all fine. So, right, what do they want? What do wolves want from the world? Right, they want some hard shelter. They want some terrain changes. So they want some long grass and some soil and all that kind of stuff. That is absolutely fine. So yeah, they need loads of long grass. They need loads of it. Do you know what? That's absolutely not working up here in the sky. Oh, so we can't change the terrain up here in the sky. Okay, that might be a problem. So soil, light soil. Oh no, we can put light soil in. Oh, that's absolutely fine. They want some light soil. The animals need more soil. I mean, I'm adding quite a lot of soil in. I would have thought, hang on, maybe we need to move time on. Are you happy now with the soil you've got? No. I mean, it looks kind of very light soily to me. But yeah, they're really not content with this. Yeah, it doesn't like it being this high up, does it? It really isn't happy with the height. And then yeah, you try and put long grass in, and it can't quite. No, that is long grass. That is long grass. We're being done by here. Why is there not enough? Hang on, long grass for everybody. Oh, in lockdown for a long time. What does that mean? What does that even mean? I don't know what that means. Oh, that animal's been in lockdown for a long time. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, they love it in there. They love it in the little cupboard that we keep them in. It's absolutely fine. Right, let me get back to seeing if we can sort out the terrain on this thing. I have been reading that wrong, haven't I? Like a huge idiot. They need less long grass, not more long grass. So they've got enough soil now. They've got a good amount of soil. We could put some rock in there. They do like a bit of rock to the wolves. So let's bring the size of that down. So around the edge, where there is currently a load of the long grass, I assume, let's try and bring that down. Yeah, there you go. You can see the number tumbling for the long grass. Oh, it's all over that side, look. Right, now there's a bit too much rock now. Okay, right, more soil is required. Let's just chuck some soil in, get rid of that rock over there. Et voila. Yes, the terrain is looking good. If a little bit flat, but that's absolutely fine. And then we'll just put some stuff in here. They're absolutely happy with the plants they've got. Are you sure? Because there aren't any. It's going to be a little bit boring, isn't it, there? And then, yeah, they need some enrichment stuff and all that kind of stuff. They also need some hard shelter. Right, so let's go into here. Let's filter it on timber wolves. So let's go down into species and find T for Timberwolf. There you go. Right, okay, so you can have all these lovely things. And just because I'm being fantastically lazy, we'll just stick a shelter in the middle. There we go. Boom. Shelter. Sorted. That's nice. It's a prefabricated thing. It's all good. We've got quite a few wolves. So let's just chuck in some extra large bedding. So 1, 2, 3, 4 extra large beddings. And then we want quite a few of these because this is going to be, I mean, it's a big old space. So let's put, where's the ball gone? Ah, there it is. Okay, right, go to the ground level. We'll put one just there, I think. This area is huge. One just there. And then water bowl, large. We'll put one there. I don't know if it likes that. Hang on. We might have possibly put a water bowl under the ground. Wait there. There we go. Right. One there and one just there. By the viewing areas is what I'm thinking. One there and one there. I mean, this is going to take a lot of effort for the keepers to maintain, but that's all fine. That's their job. Right, one there, one there. And then food tray. So large food tray. Arbitrarily just sort of plonk them down. One there, one there. One here and one here. Okay, so food trays in. And then sprinklers as well. We'll put a sprinkler there because they like playing with them. Sprinkler there. And a sprinkler down here as well. Okay, so they've got all of the different things they need there. So, yeah, now I guess, I mean, we could just chuck some, get rid of the overlay. We could put some plants in for the wolves, just so they don't feel quite so sad. Because, I mean, it's a very barren, empty place, this habitat up here. I mean, they've got a nice little shelter to go to. Even that's a little bit boring. So it'd be nice if we could give them some cover or something to just, yeah, make it a little bit different. That is all they want. That will suffice for the wolves. One fairly grand-looking baobab tree. That's it. If you click on the wolves now and go look at their plant thing, the coverage is about spot on. The line is right at the end of the 20% they want from coverage. This massive area, that is sufficient coverage for them. One very, very tall tree. And everything else they seem relatively happy with, except hard shelter. It says there is no hard shelter. I would have thought this was a hard shelter. Now, unfortunately, we can't build any higher, obviously. We can't build up because it won't let us. So we can't actually make a little cave or anything. So the only option is to possibly dig downwards. But then we need to make sure that we're digging into the whatever that is. Well, my goodness me, we've gone far away there. The middle bit there, the trunk of this ludicrous thing, I do not know. So we have to make sure that we dig into there if we can. I think we can identify the middle. I mean, it's quite a chunky thing. All sorts of stuff is falling apart around the zoo, by the way. All sorts of treatment things are failing and stuff is collapsing, all that kind of stuff. So I think that's the middle. So let's see if we can dig into there and try and dig a cave for them. So they might have to go downwards into a cave rather than have a cave built upwards. So let's give that a little go, sure, because why the heck not, eh? So let's just sort of dig down. Right, so we need to put some more long grass back in because they're not going to be very happy with that. So we'll do... Oh no, I thought I'd broken it. I thought I'd broken it, but no, it's okay. It's all fine. Stand down, everybody. Right, so yeah, let's just sort of dig into here. And then we'll try, if we can, and dig a cave in there. So sort of, look, there you go. There you go, wolves. There's it's beautiful. There you go, hard shelter. Yeah, right. So hard shelter is a cave. Right, let's try and dig the cave a bit more. So they've got 21% hard shelter. Right, let's dig the cave out a bit more until their hard shelter value is sufficient that the wolves are actually quite happy. Although it has gone up to 37, it's looking good. Do you know what? I'll take that. It's a 75%, 72%. Who knows what's going on? But there you go. That is the hard shelter for the wolves. It's an unpleasant hole in the ground. And also there is an animal that's close to death. Oh my goodness me. Is it one of the wolves? It might be one of the wolves. Oh, the zebras. Oh dear. They're severely dehydrated and they are close to death. I mean, yeah, maybe this is showing they're having ludicrous things really, really high up. Look at the shadow this thing is casting. Look at the shadow. Oh dear. This does have its drawbacks. In that everything is shrouded in darkness. I mean, this probably doesn't come out very well on a YouTube video, but everything is pitch black. I mean, I can't see properly. And now we're going into some sort of trippy lens flare dreamscape type thing. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, that doesn't work very well at all. When you build a giant, I don't know what you would call that. a giant mushroom cloud platform or a big sky mushroom or something, it doesn't really go very well for the stuff that's underneath it, because everything is just plunged into darkness, except of course the sandy welcome ball, because yeah, that's got a light on it. That's got a specific spotlight shining on it. But over here looks nice though. So yeah, you guys, what are you? You're the antelopes. You guys are fine. Everyone else plunged into terrifying darkness. Oh, that's nice. Look, the wolves are having a little play with this thing. Now, it might be to keep them cool, or it might be to make sure they have some water, because I don't think they've been bought any food or water either. I think all their food and water things are completely empty. So, yeah, that's not going to help matters either, is it? So let's just grab ourselves, while we can, let's just grab ourselves, I don't know, some keepers. We can't put a keeper in the habitat. We can put a keeper, 2 keepers. Why the heck not? And while we're up here, let's just grab a mechanic, because why not? That thing might break down. So there you go. So we've got some keepers. Now, are they going to immediately run into here and start doing some stuff? Because this, I want you to work. Go here. What are you doing? I don't know what you're doing. You're pulling stunts with your little sort of case of tools there. I was kind of expecting you two to give the wolves some water and some food, but no, you don't seem to care about the wolves anymore. The inspector is arriving in 2 months. Some of our animals are going to die. I mean, it's all going not very well. The whole place is completely plunged into night. I don't think the inspector is going to be very impressed at all. Oh, and we can't see it, unfortunately, because it's shrouded in shade, but in here somewhere is a dead zebra. The zebra did indeed die over in Habitat 7. But yeah, I mean, are we going to get some daylight? Can we get some daylight on the zebras? No. No, even though there is sunlight shining around the place, the zebra habitat seems to be mysteriously, spookily shady. But yeah, in there somewhere, there is a dead zebra. Here we go. We might actually get to see what's going on with the zebras. I assume they take it away. I assume they take the body away. The zookeepers. No, they've just left it there. Call a vet. I think it might be a bit late for that. Okay. I mean, have you put water in there? Yes. Hang on. Unlimited water supply. Current volume unlimited. Why did it die of dehydration if there is unlimited water just here? What's going on there? Okay. I don't fully understand that then. That's a little bit strange. Maybe because it was so dark it couldn't find its way to the water or something. I don't know. So there we go. And are people actually making their way up to the top of the gigantic nuclear explosion platform to go and look at the wolves or not? Right, hang on. It takes quite a long time to... Whoa. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Right, hang on. Oh, another animal's close to death. Is that the wolves by any chance? It is the wolves, because they didn't take care of the wolves at all. Okay, right. Raise up a bit. Is anybody coming to see the wolves? I don't think anybody's even coming up to see them. Or if they are, it does take quite a long time for people to walk up this thing. So maybe people are on their way. It's just taking quite a long time for them to walk up the gigantic spirally sort of staircase thing. So I know there's some people. There's some people. Are you protesters? Oh dear, and the wolves are dying as well. Okay, right, it's all going horribly wrong. Okay, right, building gigantic sky platforms, terrible idea. So I think what we will do is, with the zoo kind of falling apart around our ears and all the animals feeling very sorry for themselves because, yeah, they've got low welfare and they're starving and stuff, and this thing here is broken, power sources and water treatments are falling apart all over the place as well. Let's ignore all the terrible things that are happening and let's concentrate instead, at long last, on theming up one of our buildings. So we'll just pretend all the bad stuff is being dealt with by somebody who knows what they're doing, and we'll just work on this. I think that's what we'll do. So we've grabbed ourselves a little keeper hut thing. So it's just a new one. It's out here. It's in the middle of nowhere really, but it's just put out of the way so we don't have to contend with any tricky bits, with any rises in terrain and other things in the way and all that kind of stuff. So we can just have a little play and just see what kind of things we can build. And there's so many different construction items. So if we go into construction, there are so many things. There's different types of trims and walls and roofs and angles and items and all sorts of stuff. So I mean, you can have things like this. You can have a slightly sinister, if you wanted to, you can have a sinister spire, like a Halloween spire. You can have a good old old classic chimney on there, if you so wish. Like a weird sort of door canopy thing. There's so many things. A door just there. That's not how doors work, game. You've forgotten how to do doors. There we go. So a door as well. So there's so many things. And I've had a look through, and we've unlocked quite a lot of extra stuff from unlocking the 3 theme packs of the New World, the Classic, and the Indian theme packs. And I've had a look through, and I do like the idea of having this in a sort of an Indian theme, because we are here in Asia. This is the Asian grassland. So, kind of thematically, it makes sense to have it as an Asian kind of Indian theme. So I think what we'll do is, I've had a little look through this just to vaguely prepare. So there's some nice brick sandstone type stuff. If I can find it, I think it's there. There we go. I like this. This looks quite nice. Hang on. So we want to go to here. Then we want to go to select the group. And then we want to do some editing. And then, we have to go back and find that again, do we? Okay, right. So now we're actually editing that group. So things will start snapping into place around this group. So let's go and find where those things were. There. So sandstone, brick, and it'll snap to the grid, which is marvellous. So we can just put that there and go, yay, it's snapped to the grid. So already we've got ourselves a little kind of thing with a door, which is good. Now what we could do is we could just sort of encase the building, but that's a little bit dull, isn't it? That's a little bit boring. So we could at least try and do something slightly different. So this side, we will have a wall. That's absolutely fine. So that can snap just there. That's fine. This side, however, why don't we have something a little bit different? Let's have something like that going round like that. I mean, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything, but it just makes it ever so slightly sort of visually different. It's not just, it's a block, yay, kind of thing. So, it's something a little bit unusual. And we can pop that there, and then we've got ourselves a slightly different shape of something. So it's not just a rectangular building. It's got a point here, but then it goes round and it sort of curves and it looks very lovely. So, we'll have a bit of that. So that looks quite nice. I think that looks good. We need to put a roof on that at some point. That might be a problem with the curved edges. I haven't really thought about this. I got as far as making an interesting shape and then went, yay, that'll do. Another thing I would like to do is, as well, have a kind of an awning almost that comes down like this. Now, there are other awnings as well that we can get. Oh, if I could spell it right. But apart from, I can't, does it not come under awning? Oh, is it canopy? Maybe it's canopy. Yes. So there's all these nice canopies, like, Indian canopy and stuff like that. Actually, that looks quite amazing. I prefer, what's that? It's a New World shop canopy. Oh, no, that doesn't go. I quite like that. I do like that. That looks very good. Can we put that in? Can we just drop that into place? So that can sort of go just there. Oh, yeah, I do like that. Yeah, there we go. Right, so we've got a canopy in place over the door to give it a bit of something going on. Right, so, roof. How are we going to do this? Now, I did like the look of that that red roof. I'm very tempted to just slap one of those on the top, just for the sort of the comedy value of it. There's all sorts of stuff going on. Right, let me see if we can find what I had in mind for the roof. It was like a red, sort of nice tile roof thing. There, these things. There we go. So painted clay roofs. The only thing is, how are these going to work? Okay, now, this might be quite tricky, given that I'm not very good at this sort of thing. Whoa, hang on. That goes there. Flip that round. That goes there. That one goes there. And then this one is going to be an absolute pain, because this is a silly shape. No, right, that's a bit too pointy. Right, how am I going to do this? Right, hang on. Right, let me see if I can figure out if I can press enough buttons to just maybe make it work. Okay, not entirely sure there's a shape that fits that, but there is a smaller completed clay roof cone. And I'm thinking we just somewhat tragically just stick that over the corner there. And there we go. It covers it up. And again, it makes it look a little bit different. It's got a little bit of sort of difference going on. Although, I mean, it does, actually, it's a bit high. Can we bring that down the tiniest bit? Can we lower that ever so slightly? Just so it's like that, so it sits a bit more flush into there. Do you know what? That'll do. That's absolutely fine. So, yeah, so we'll have that. Although now that's a bit... No, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. So, yeah, we'll take that. And then what I want is I kind of want a bit that... That's a tree. I want a bit that leans out here. So an angled bit like this. And then some supports. So like a little sort of fence thing down here. And then we can have a little area just here with some stuff in it. Because I have an idea. And there's so many lovely things. There's, yeah, like Indian window. You can put these nice things in. Lots of lovely things, which we'll do very shortly. But yeah, let's see if I can find just a bit that sort of leans. So it's sort of, we can make ourselves a little sort of awning type thing. I mean, is that gonna do the job? No, because that's going slightly weird in terms of its orientation. Okay, right, let me see if I can figure out what the heck I'm waffling on about and if even such a thing even exists. There we go, that will do the job just fine. So I was looking for a wooden roof, but no, we'll just have this sort of angled, whatever they are, sort of clay tile roof thing instead. So let's drop that in like that. So that can sit just there. And then we need to get ourselves some sort of support things down here. So some pillars, possibly. So there must be some nice pillars. Indian architecture pillars. There we go. Oh, these red ones look quite nice, though. Oh, they're not quite tall enough. Oh, and they're hugely tall. Right, hang on. But we can bring that down. So we can do that. And then that's not quite sitting right. But they do look quite nice, don't they? They do look nice. Right, hang on. Let's just try and move their position so it looks a little bit more normal. Oh no, that's not kept the. Hang on, that's not kept the height. Right, bring down like there. That'll probably. No, you've not. Go in, pillar. Just go in where I want you to fit. No, not there. That's not right either. Sort of there-ish, possibly. Do you know what? I'll take that. Absolutely. Yes. Just do that. Right. And then we want to do Control D, sort of advanced copy thing. No, it's not that. It must be another button to do the advanced copy. Hang on a minute. Is it that? What is it? That one? Is it this one? Okay. I'm not entirely sure which one of those it is, but one of these does an advanced duplicate clever copy. There. That one. Control and X. There we go. Ah, marvellous. And then you can just sort of move that on that axis. So yeah, we can keep that to say just there. So that's a bit like that. Yay. See, there's so many controls. There are so many controls. It must be moved before it can be placed. Okay. I'll just... Oh, no, I don't want another one. That'll do. Right, marvellous. So we've got ourselves that in. And there must be a little fence somewhere. So... oh, no, hang on. We'll put it into all. Yeah, so like this. So Indian fence... So we can get ourselves. Oh, does that fit in the middle? It's a beautiful thing. It fits almost perfectly in the middle of there. So we'll have a bit of that. Thank you very much. That is actually woefully out of position, but never mind. And then we'll have a bit, say, there, and then we can have another bit that just sort of goes like that. That'll do. Right, hang on. Let's get rid of. Let's move you ever so slightly. So you can fit, say, just there. Is that better? Yes. Okay, so we've got a little sort of fenced off area down the side. And then we can just put in lots of fun little things. So now let's go from there. Let's take away the material filters. So we've just got theme of India. So the Indian theme. Look at all the wonderful things. It's put us on all the exciting things. So we've got Indian doors. There's just piles of rugs. Just piles of rugs, which is brilliant. There's some like fabrics. Oh, yes. Yeah, we're having a bit of that. We're having some lovely fabricy thingamabobs. Yeah, that'll do. Can we have one on this side as well? Because that would be marvellous. That would make it look lovely. Yes, check that out. Okay, right, there we go. That's good. Have we got is there a table? Can we do a little table? Oh, that's signs. Okay. Yeah, I was hoping to maybe get a little table in here that we could put stuff on. I wonder if there's anything else we can use instead of a table. Ah, of course, all the table things are in here. They're in facilities and not in construction. So we could get ourselves a little structure in here. Yeah, I do like this. These are very good. I saw these and wanted these when we were building our eating area. It is doing some slightly obscure snapping over there. Oh, because it's trying to snap to the path, isn't it? Right, we need to make this a bit more pathish. Okay, there we go. The paths in this game seem to be my nemesis. I always struggle putting paths down. It confuses me a little bit. They never quite go where I want them to go. So we've lost a connection to the main path, but that's absolutely fine because it's all about decor. It's all about making this thing look fancy. So now we should be able to go and get our bench, I think. So we can flip it round. Right, hang on a minute. Hang on. Right, can we put it where we want it, or is it just going to sort of be stubborn? I want it to go against the back just there, or on this side possibly. So if we can drop in a nice sort of bench just there. Yeah, that looks quite good. I like that. And then we can just go to town with all these lovely things. Indian animal sign. Oh, yes, please. Yeah, we'll have a bit of that. That looks nice. Can we drop that in? Okay, I'll probably put that somewhere in there. I don't know where that's gone, but I'm sure it's lovely. And we could get these sort of crazy things just here as well. And there's also these little sort of relief things as well in here. We could put one of those on the wall because that looks sort of impressive. So we'll have a stone thingamajig on the wall. That looks good. Stone thingamajig. An Indian bay window. Do you know what? Let's just throw one of them in. You know what? It doesn't really go. Doesn't go. Oh, there's a little rickshaw. Oh, yeah, we're having one of those. We're absolutely putting one of those in for no reason other than I think it looks fun. Right, and then down here, so we'll have one of those carpets. I think that could be quite nice. So, yeah, let's do it so it's tucked under the thing. That one looks quite nice. Oh, there you go. That's a bit smaller than the others. Do we want a grander one? Oh, no, I quite like that. That looks quite nice. So we could put that there, and then we could have all these really fabulous sort of accessory things. So, you know, a bundle of fabric there, roll of fabric maybe alongside that just there, and then for no reason we'll just put some, I don't know, no, bananas don't really go. Just some apples on the floor because we can, because apples. Some flowers, that's quite nice. There's all sorts of lovely things. We'll have a sort of sack thing that can sit just on the ground, just there like that, just on the edge. And we'll have a lovely pot sit next to the door. There we go. That's sort of next to the door. I like that. Got a little gap here as well. What can we put just here? There's a gap there. Oh, I wanted a kind of massive, huge pot thing just there. That would have been quite fun. What have we got there? Fascia flower things. Oh, what's that? Tea crates. Oh, yeah, that'll probably look quite nice. Yeah, should we try and stack up a few of those? Yeah, there we go. So then do it like that, and then make it not look too organised. And then put one maybe just sort of here, so it's I want the wording at the front, so it's sideways on. Look, there we go. A bit like that. Look, so you got some random stuff, and then maybe we could pop a light on the top of there. Although I think that's supposed to be hanging actually. That's a wall light. No, that's supposed to be hanging down. Okay, right. Don't worry about that then. We could put a street light in. So that would be quite nice as well to light this place up. So we could put the street light. Where can we put the street light? Round the back? So we could light the thing up from sort of there maybe. So drop that in as well. That looks quite nice. I quite like that. The only thing is this bit looks a bit bare. What can we put up there? Now the problem is that it curves. It curves, which could be an issue. Can we do anything with that, or am I just being excessively picky? We can put these Indian kind of ornamental head things around the edge. That's what we can do. So yes, we've got man sticking out tongue, a slightly angry looking elephant, and then sort of bull thingamajigger. So they can all go around the side, which will look marvellous. And I'm not being too picky with it. I'm just sort of putting them around the edge. And then around the back, no one's going to look around the back of this place. So yeah, I won't bother sort of theming the back of this building. But I think that would look very good. We'll just do these just because it's for the sake of consistency. We'll just put these in. So we'll have one there, and then yeah, that fits quite well. Then that can sort of, that's going to be a bit weird. That can go to just there. And then do you know what? I'm quite happy with that. I like that. That's what I kind of wanted. I wanted this little sort of covered area where you might imagine people are going to just sit and just relax and just enjoy life over here. Just sit here, maybe pick up an apple off the floor, that's fine, and look at some fabric and some flowers and all that kind of stuff. And it's all nice. I just like the idea of it. Can we get a light? Can we get a hanging light in here? Can we do that? Oh no, it's at a bit of an angle, the light. It's at a bit of an angle. Maybe not. That's a wall light. Oh yeah, let's pop a little wall light just there as well. Why not? Oh no, that goes through our fabric. That breaks the illusion. How about there? There we go. That looks okay. It's not central, though. It's not central. Hang on a minute. Can we move that way a bit? I've duplicated it. Oh, hang on. I didn't want to duplicate it. I just wanted to do the advanced move thing. Yeah, there we go. I'll get it right eventually. And then, yes, okay, do that. Confirm that. It must be moved. I'll cancel it. Okay, there we go. That's fine. Yay. And there we go. So we've got a themed building, and we try and carry that on as much as we could into the other buildings. But yeah, so this is a keeper hut. So you wouldn't know it from looking at it. It looks very, very pretty. I mean, that's just me being a bumbling idiot trying to make things work in this. But there are some amazing creations that you can make with this. There's so many good things. Lots of people have done very, very fantastic things with Planet Zoo, the construction stuff in Planet Zoo. And there's some amazing things out there. So if this is kind of your thing with Planet Zoo, if you want to get into this and you make some fantastic constructions, then check out YouTube. There's lots and lots and lots of different people making all sorts of different videos for these things. So you'll find something out there for you. But I mean, that's what we've created in a relatively short space of time. I mean, it took a little while to figure out some of the controls, and some of it I was faffing about with. But there we go. So we've got our themed thing. And yes, if time would allow, and if we were keeping this place, I probably would copy that over to the other keeper building. So I try and sort of keep a theme. And but that one could quite easily just fit there, I imagine. And then, we try and keep that theme over here in the... in the terrifying darkness underneath the gigantic nuclear explosion, sort of mushroom cloud type thing. I try and keep that theme on these buildings. It looks quite scary down here now. It looks very scary. I mean, these people are just entirely shadows. These people are just shadows. But there we go. So right, let's just try and get away from the terrifying shadow world for a second. So there we go. That is our look at the Planet Zoo beta. That is all we can do. The beta will end and the lovely zoo will cease to exist because it will not work. As we covered at the start of the video, it's not going to work with the full version of the game, which comes out on the 5th of November. So the lovely zoo, as lovely as it is, some of it anyway, I mean, it's a little bit more sinister. It's a little bit less lovely and more sinister thanks to the gigantic mushroom cloud platform up there. But the lovely zoo it'll cease to exist in terms of, in the game. But I think maybe in our hearts and minds, it can live on. We'll pretend that this place carries on and lots of people come in and maybe somebody, the next person in charge, sorts this thing out. Maybe they take it down and say, who put this in? What a terrible idea. And they'll remove that and, maybe light can come back to this place and it can be slightly less creepy. But, we've got to say goodbye. We have to say goodbye, but we've done okay. We've got ourselves a good variety of animals. We've got ourselves tortoises or tortoises, however you want to pronounce it. I do not know. There's buffalo. There's antelopes. There's all sorts over here in the lovely car park, which is one of our features. So we've got the lizards and there's warthogs and goodness knows what else. And then zebras. Hopefully they have removed the dead zebra. Yes, I think the dead zebra has been extracted from there, so that's good. We've got the wolves at the top there. We've got the Valley of the Blings, the wonderful Valley of the Blings, which shall no longer exist. There's for some reason a huge crate here, which I'm not entirely sure why. Why is there a big crate? Destination not set. Unbox animal? Okay, yes. Do you want to unbox the animal? Yay. Why was there an animal in a box to sit there? Why was it sitting in that box for so long? I do not know. But we've got a lot of lovely things. We've got a nice area just here, our eating area, with the fantastic, possibly hot pink or maybe purple, I don't know, umbrella things. And of course, the gigantic, terrifying mushroom cloud of doom up there, which is casting a shadow on things. But I think the highlight of this whole place, if we're going to remember anything about the lovely zoo, it's going to be this, with its lovely, friendly message. It's going to be the gigantic sandy ball saying welcome, because that's brilliant. If we come back to Planet Zoo, and I'm not entirely sure we will come back to Planet Zoo, I don't know. We'll see how I feel and we'll see how other people feel. But if we do come back to it, then we're going to have one of these. We're going to definitely have ourselves a giant sandy welcome ball again, because I do like that. I mean, maybe we'll make it different. Maybe it won't be sandy. Maybe we can make it grassy or rocky. A giant rocky ball, possibly. I don't know. So I think we'll have one of those in. But yeah, I think that's it. So let's just have a quick look around. Let's have a last tour, even though everything is very, very dark. I mean, yeah. Oh, I forgot about these. I forgot about the tapirs. Of course, we've got the tapirs as well. They've also been cast into shadow. Yeah, this place has become infinitely more creepy since the introduction of the gigantic, terrifying mushroom thing. Yeah, maybe that's not our best idea. And one thing I do want to do, just before we go, there are people walking to here. Has anybody actually made it up here yet to the wolves? Are people up here? I mean, I realise I haven't put a tips box up here, but is anybody actually here looking at the wolves? No. There is. Hang on. There's something. Oh no, that's a door. Right, hang on. There are people walking up this ramp, there certainly were people heading toward it. I wonder if we move time on and just see if anybody comes up to look at the wolves. If the wolves are even still alive. Are the wolves even alive? You're hungry and thirsty. Oh dear. If you want to see the wolves, you might have to go very, very quickly. Oh, hang on. Time's not moving at all. There we go. So yeah, if you want to go and see the wolves, please move very, very fast. Oh, they're just protesters. They're just annoying protesters. Oh, and it's got dead. Oh yeah, right. Okay, right. The wolves are. Right, yeah, right, hang on. Right, let's pause it. Let's stop it on a high, shall we? Yay, everything went fine and nothing went wrong with that crazy experimental stuff at all. Absolutely not. Everything was wonderful. So I think that's it. I think we say cheerio to the lovely zoo for now. And its mighty big sort of platform thing. And its multi-story animal habitat park. And the giant welcome ball, and the Valley of the Blings, and the lovely sort of food area, and everything else besides, because we now must leave Planet Zoo Beta. But yes, again, I said this earlier, I'm not really sure whether we'll come back or not. I do not know. But yes, hopefully you have enjoyed this. If you have, then please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with all the other stuff that we get up to in the Geek Cupboard. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. The city of Cupboard, it can be full of geeks, very loyal geeks to me. It's this sort of stripy hill. That's interesting. Oh, a stripy mountain. Sorry, I downgraded you to a hill. Just really irritate the Norwegians. Everyone had gold. People were lying on beds of gold. They were eating gold. They were trying to wash their hair with gold. There was gold literally everywhere in our empire.